हेलो एवरीवन, आज का हमारा सेगमेंट है सोशल मीडिया, जिस पर हमने ली यंग लॉट्स की राय। तो चलिए देखते हैं क्या है उनका कहना इस चीज पर। So, which social media app you follow the most?
Instagram, because उस पे अपडेट होता है बहुत कुछ, सेलिब्रिटीज के बारे में भी पता चलता है। वो है वायरल, कुछ है वीरल भयानी है, वो सब पेजेस है इंस्टा बॉलीवुड टाइप्स, तो अपडेट करता है इंस्टा और रील्स को स्क्रोलिंग वगैरह।
What are the pros and cons of using social media?
प्रोज तो ये है कि मतलब हमें अपडेट करता है कि भाई क्या चल रहा है अभी फिलहाल, और कॉन्स ये है कि अगर तुम एक बार ही हाथ में पकड़ लो तो वो फिर रखने को टाइम लगता है, आधा घंटा, 1 घंटा, 2 घंटा तुम्हारा गया उसमें। ये
So, as we know, many school-going children use social media nowadays. So, social media are harmful for them.
ऑफ कोर्स हार्मफुल है, क्योंकि हार्मफुल तो है पर वो क्योंकि वो उनका टाइम भी कंज्यूम कर रहा है बहुत, उनको स्टडीज पे फोकस भी नहीं है, और उनकी एज में मेरे हिसाब से सोशल मीडिया पे नहीं रहना चाहिए, क्योंकि हम भी नहीं थे, हमारे टाइम पे तो था भी नहीं इतना, पर नहीं रहना चाहिए उनको।
Instagram, because it has a lot to learn about, like you can see different kind of things on a single platform.
So, does social media break stereotype mindset?
Yeah, it does, because you have seen a lot of gay men posting makeup videos of women wearing oversized clothes, which is basically breaking stereotypes and the mentality that our society has. Pros is basically that you can learn a lot through social media, like from a single platform you can have a lot of information, and con is that you might not be able to focus on your studies. As a student, I am always on my phone, so like I've always had my parents complaining, put your phone down, focus more on your studies, so like that's the con. But yeah, it has pros if you use social media correctly. It is basically harmful, but if they use it in a positive way, it might not be, but that needs to be told by their parents how to use them, instead of scolding them and telling them don't use your phone, and then make them use apps through which they can learn, and social media can be useful for them through learning some new events and things. You can get more exposure for people who are using social media, or like having reviews from social media. They can get a lot of exposure through it.
I use a couple of apps, but I think Instagram is the most that I use, because it is very interesting. We can connect to people, we can chat, we can see what people are doing right now in their lives through stories and posts, and it is a really time passing app to use. With the increasing time, I think especially Instagram has done a lot of awareness of, for example, mental health. Maybe the pride community has been a lot, and self-awareness and happens a lot.
So, as you know, on social media, many fake messages circulated by people. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Of course, fake messages there are a lot of fake messages. But I think you should not always, believe on stuff which you see on social media, because it has its own pros and cons. And definitely, you should check it out. If a news is like really worldwide, but you should check it out and then believe or not. It's up to you.
Which social media app you follow the most?
Instagram.
So, as you know, like very young people, like school-going children use social media apps. So, are they harmful for them?
Actually, it is very time-consuming app, so it is kind of harmful. It has its own advantages and disadvantages. There are obviously scams and frauds, but like if you play safe, you can be safe.
So, what are the pros and cons of social media?
It helps to get information and maybe daily news and current situations, and it is actually time consuming, the reels and everything, so that is like a time waste thing.
So, do you think social media breaks the stereotype thinking?
In a way, yes.
I follow Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp and also Twitter.
So, as you know, many fake messages has been circulated on social media. So, what are your thoughts on this?
We should just ignore it, or if they are life threatening, you should just inform police or cyber police. There are many pros more than cons, I think, because I am an introvert person, so I text more rather than meeting in IRL. So texting, calling, posting our stories and all that.
So, do you think social media breaks stereotype thinking?
Yes, I guess people are more clear, means there are more opinions and all, that's why.
I'm a frequent user of Instagram, WhatsApp, Snapchat, not that very often, but yeah, I use it. Yeah, mostly Instagram, yeah.
So, do you think social media breaks stereotype mindset?
I think it does because many of the LGBTQ community people are on Instagram and they are also able to express their thoughts and their feelings through stories and to quotes and everything, and it helps a lot. As I recently, I think I saw an actress who was an Asian who she was attacked by a random guy walking on the street. She didn't know who she was, and he just threw a can at her, and she very politely she replied to it, and she posted the entire story on Instagram, and we all got to know about it. So I think it also helps break stereotypes. I mean, nowadays people each and everything they post in Instagram. I think it's irrelevant. I mean it's up to people as well. I'm not blaming them, but yeah, I mean cons, I can say, it takes away too much of our time where we should be interacting with our friends or families or anyone as a matter of fact. But yeah, it helps us to spread our feelings, and as I said, spread our feelings. If I spend time with our loved ones, we can click a photo and put it on Instagram, people can see that. So yeah, it helps us a lot.
So according to you, what could be the positive way of using social media?
Positive way, I think we should not really abuse anyone by not knowing the point and everything. Like yesterday I heard my father saying that when he was talking to his friend that they had ideology differences in political parties, and they show that on Facebook. They comment on each other's posts like, why are you posting this? But when they were together, they were completely in love, and I mean they were talking like they were like really good buddies. And I think so. I even asked him, how could you talk to someone like this? I mean, you have ideological differences, and he said that yeah, we keep our differences aside, we keep our relation as a friends aside. So yeah, it's completely a total thing.
So as we know, many school-going children use social media nowadays. So is social media harmful for young people?
I mean, it can be harmful if you're if you're adult. If you don't know how to use it correctly, it can be harmful for you.